We travel to relax, and yet there are moments that we can do nothing but be stressed.
In today's vlog, let's talk about the worst airport and immigration stories a traveler could experience.
And yes, I've got a few of my own to share with you. If you've ever had a nightmare at the airport or with immigration, trust me, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into some travel horror stories, my experiences as a Filipino traveler, and I'll also share a few lessons to help you avoid the same fate.
So, sit back, grab some coffee, and let's talk about it.
Well, the first and most popular among Filipinos is the fear of getting offloaded. Every year, around 32,000 passengers are getting offloaded in the Philippines. I've tackled about that in our vlog a few weeks ago. Hope you could check that out later.
Okay, so let's start about my recent trip to Vietnam. Everything was going smoothly until it wasn't.
I was flying from Da Nang to Ho Chi Minh City and I had booked my flight through Aguda with Viet Travels. The app said my flight was confirmed, so I headed to the airport as planned. But guess what? When I went to check in, they told me my flight was cancelled.
Cancelled!
When it gets worse, it was rescheduled for a week later. Obviously, I needed to be in Ho Chi Minh City that night, so I was stuck scrambling for another flight at the last minute. In the end, I had to pay double the original fare, and as I'm filming this, the refund is still pending. So much unnecessary stress and a lot of wasted money. My tip for you, avoid booking flights through third-party sites, especially if you are on a tight schedule. It might seem like you are saving money at first, but trust me, saving a few pesos could cost you a fortune. Always check with the airline directly, especially in these unpredictable times. Also, get a reliable insurance provider. I had a travel insurance which was Chubb, a Vietnam-based company, but they themselves could offer no help until now. I'd let you know if I get the refund from Viet Travels and if the insurance company is kind enough to cover the new flight expenses. But as of this posting, they said they could only refund the cost of insurance, which is definitely a total BS, especially for someone who is also an insurance professional like me. Yep, I'm doing life insurance, just that we don't offer travel insurance. So, find a reliable airlines company and yes, a reliable travel insurance company.
This next one is from one of my trips to Singapore.
I was traveling with friends and we were all pretty excited. But things took a turn when immigration decided to bring us to the interrogation room. You know, that the room every traveler fears. It all started when my friend got questioned. She was with us, so they brought all of us into the room. She was super anxious, which made everything more intense. But I told her, hey, calm down. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just protocol. After a few minutes of questioning, they let us go. But I won't lie, it was super scary.
My takeaway here is stay calm.
Immigration officers are just doing their job and panicking won't help. If you're innocent, you'll be fine. Just answer their questions honestly and you'll be on your way soon enough.
Next up is a little closer to home, Boracay.
Kunti yung tao, pero medyo madami pa din. Good luck to us.
And this wasn't even an international trip. I was flying during the pandemic and my boarding pass had a specific gate number, like most of the boarding passes. But as I was waiting, the gate changed last minute and no one bothered to announce it. As in, no announcements. By the time I realized something was wrong and went to ask, my flight had already left. I had to book another ticket that same day, which was both expensive and super frustrating. Well, most of the customer services of our airlines in the Philippines suck.
Ito yung gate 131. Kanina, supposedly, doon sa boarding pass nila, nakalagay na gate 131. Then, hindi man lang nila pinalitan sa counter pa lang na nag-change ng gate. Tapos tingnan mo dito, sinasabi nila na may tao daw dito. Pero in reality, gate 131. Walang tao dito sa counter na to. Diba? And even the guards, hindi alam na nag-iba yung gate. So, I asked the guards there. Kanina, ngayon kasi ibang flight na kanina is flight 221, C2221. Na early na yung time at nag-change ng gate. Do they really expect people to listen all the time sa napakahinang announcement system dito sa Terminal 3 na bulok? Alam mo yun? Wala talaga. And then, ang sinisisi pa ng staff nila is dapat daw nakikinig. Pero paano kung bingi yung taong lilipad, di ba? So right now, kaya tingnan mo yan. Ngayon, in-alter na nila yung bago kong boarding pass. So original is 2:15. So di ba? Ayun na, gawin mong 12:45 kasi earlier na yung flight. So ganun dapat. The lesson, always double check the gate information, especially when there are delays.
Stay close to the gate area and ask the ground staff for updates. Better yet, use flight tracking apps for real-time alerts. Now, this one was totally our fault.
We were flying to Davao for a conference and we arrived at the airport earlier than the time that we thought was our flight time.
Only to find out that we were looking at the arrival time on the ticket, not the departure time. Yes, we missed the flight because of that tiny mistake. We ended up spending hours at the airport waiting for the next available flight, plus paying for a more expensive same-day flight ticket.
So here's the tip. Always double check both the departure time and the arrival time of your ticket before your flight.
Don't make the same rookie mistake we did.
Aside from my personal experiences, I know some of you out there have also your own stories regarding airport nightmares.
Like being uploaded for insufficient funds or having unclear travel itineraries. It's frustrating, but it happens. Here are some additional tips to keep in mind. Always carry proof of funds, like bank statements or a valid credit card, especially when flying internationally. Have a clear and well-documented itinerary. If you're traveling solo, be prepared to explain your plans in detail. Make sure all your documents, passports, visas, tickets are in order. Double check everything before heading to the airport.
I know these stories are just a tip of the iceberg.
I'm sure a lot of you have had some crazy experiences at airports or with immigration. Have you ever missed a flight or been questioned for no reason? Tell me about your worst travel nightmares in the comments below. And if you've got any tips of your own, feel free to share them as well.
At the end of the day, travel mishaps are just part of the adventure.
While we can't avoid every problem, we can definitely learn from them and be better prepared next time. So remember these lessons, stay calm, and enjoy the journey, because that's what travel is all about. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next travel adventure. Safe travels, everyone!